see what we can do today. Oopsie. Give y'all some time to get on the live. I like to get on these. Bring me some pens, markers, whatever I might need. Let's see if anybody comes on the live. Dude, I got another pack of paper somewhere I need to get. Okay, here we go. College roll paper. I don't see nobody on the live, but I will go ahead and get started with a rundown in just a moment. Just gonna be showing a rundown. This rundown will be for Monday, tomorrow, which is October the 13th is tomorrow's date. I'm just trying to open up a pack of paper. Yeah, some time to join. I don't see nobody on the live, and that is okay, because I'm gonna post the live and the live will be available to view anyway. So that's okay if nobody's here or not. That is quite all right. I had to come to my bedroom to do this because doing it on the couch like I was doing the last couple of days makes me put everything to my left because the way the couch is set up on my side. But I'm right-handed, so I need everything to go to the right of me. I'm digging through my paper right now, finding the rundown that I want to share. It's going to be year 873. We're going to do that one. So just give me just a moment. Finding my paper. Where is it at? The other day we did that 369. I think I explained it well enough. But I'm going to be doing plenty of these, so there will be times to go over it and over it again. All right, there we go. I found what I was looking for, so now I can get it on the camera. All right, let's see how we can move this around real quick. It's hard to like look around this stand and look around the stand, move the stand around and do the paper and all that all at the same time. It's not that easy. I zoomed it in a little bit, hoping that helps a little bit. This workout, I'm gonna start here. This is the 873. Hopefully y'all can see that. We're doing this for tomorrow. This will be for tomorrow morning's draw. So our very last hit that we had, we're gonna be using Saturday night, which was 787. On this rundown, I also like to do it the same way that I was explaining on the 369. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using, tomorrow is the 13th. We're going to use a number that is one down off the date. So if it's the 13th, that means we're going to use a 2 and a 7. And I'll explain what these are for because I think I left them out last time. We're going to be using a 2 and a 7, one down off the date. And we're also going to be using the last hit sum, which would be that 787. That gives us a sum of 22. So we don't have to change this number. Sometimes it'll say it's a sum of 16, then you'd be using a 1 as a 6 extra. But because it's 2, we're already using 2 and 7 for our one down. So this actually makes it easier when we have it like that. And then another thing that's going to tell us narrow down where the hit should be would be using our morning draw number from the previous morning. 421, that gives us a sum of 7. So that tells me I'm going to be looking by the 7s. This one ought to be actually really easy unless it comes as a double. There are other ways to know how to use it, but Because we're only using 2 and 7, this one actually should work out really well. So we're just gonna, y'all know on a rundown, you're just counting down, adding. So 7 and 8 is, 15. And then 13, that's all you're doing is just counting down. The reason I'm gonna use this pink marker pen, I'll show you in a minute. We're just gonna continue on. So right here, 17, I'm gonna highlight that. What this is, these numbers, and I did it on the 369, but I don't remember if I explained why. That kind of tells me where my hit is. On this workout, it works good. It works a lot of times. There are times when, for whatever reason, it does not work. I don't know why, but there are just times it doesn't work. Because that's lottery for you. That's why you got to have a lot of workouts. I mean, I don't have a lot. I do and I don't. Because, oh, and then you're back to where you should be. So right now we're just doing our, doing the rundown. Sorry, I have a lot of distractions a little bit. I've listened to some kids playing outside. This crazy world, you got to keep an eye on the kids. So, so I'm just listening to them. So all I'm doing right now is just adding down. When I get there, then you'll see what I'm doing. Uh-oh, that 2 should have been pink. So we'll make that pink. Now we're done. So on this particular workout, on this 873, then what I do, we're gonna separate this into 3 pieces. 1, and then here, I mean, not 3 pieces, separated by 3s, or however you want to say it. Can't explain in good enough ways to make sense, because I've been doing this so long that all I can do is tell you to do it. So where these so this is for tomorrow, for morning draw, October 13th. We don't have a bunch of numbers to look by, so if I was just to quickly glance at this, I can tell you that anytime you have 5 in a workout, your hit is almost always by your 5 if it does not include the 5. So 5 is a good number to look by, and that's with almost any workout you can do. Your 5 is where your hits mostly gonna be. This one telling me that my hit could also be by the 2 and the 7. If I was to quickly glance at this, we had 907, and I want to think that Texas may just mirror, and they may just go 5, they may just mirror that 0, and they may give us 579. Anytime you have a number, if y'all listen to that other live that is posted, anytime you have a number that comes out with a 0, that number pair that is with that 0 is always guaranteed to return. So we know that 79 is guaranteed to return. So they may just go 579. That's what I'm going to assume just quickly looking at this, because we also need the 57 pair. But we also had 719. We also had 816. So we may also get 159 or 157, because those numbers run with the 816, and so does 234. Those are just for y'all notes to write down. Off of this one, what else? How else can we narrow down where the hit may be? So let's go over here and look at something I've done in the past. And did I do it on this one? I'm just looking for something to show y'all. So see how I have the pink numbers, and see where they hit. What came that day? 731. So there's the 7, which is represented by a 2, a 3, a 6. Like I said, you just have to use workouts with other workouts. Also on this particular workout, your hit can also be by your double or your mirror, which is represented here. So there's a double there. Sometimes it's mirrored. The hit was 731, so y'all know that is 718. Here's our double here. If it does not include the double, hey y'all. Also, sometimes there's a trip number that you will see. Your hit will be by that trip number that's in your workout. So there are many ways to narrow down where you want to be on a particular workout and then use it with another workout. So back to this one for in the morning draw. So I've already told y'all that we're narrowing down where we want to be, which is by your 2s and your 7. The morning number from your Saturday morning was 421, right? Yeah. Which gave us a sum of 7. So that is kind of telling me, so like I said, it don't always happen. Sometimes they do stupid stuff. We all know that. It's telling me that my hit should be in here. And I'm going to do a different workout, even if whether I do it for myself or do it on live. I almost want to think that they're going to mirror off that 907 and they're going to come back with 579. We need a 57 pair, and we also know that 79 is now guaranteed off of 907. So that is a workout that I like right there. I am going again to show y'all this particular one. I've already done it, but I'm going to show it just because it's in use right now. So this one is in use until Monday day draw. So this one, we took our Friday day draw of 691, and then we just counted around 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, whatever. It's a tic-tac-toe. Let's see. The hits are there. They're often mirrored. So I don't remember all what came. I got them wrote down somewhere. Aha, found it. So we used 691. So then our next hit was 776. When it's a double, it's a little harder. You have to kind of know that a double is expected or coming, which is represented by the 7 and 6, or even seeing the 217 right there. That gives you your 776. Then the hit after that was 971. It is represented by the 971 to the right, or 971 using the 6. And then after that, we had 421, which is also basically the exact same number as the 791. It's there. And then we had 618. That one, not so much. It's a little tricky. We have 567, which is also the 521 that we did get. That's represented in the workout. And 787, if you knew that you were expecting to get the return on the 77 pair, then that could be your 23. I hate doubles pay more and they're easier and they cost less to play. But I actually hate them though. In a workout. I do. All right, so if y'all didn't watch the other live, remember that I did say that, and I'm saying it again, and I'll say it again right now. Anytime you get a number that comes with a 0, whatever number comes is guaranteed to return. Currently, these are our guaranteed pairs. We had 07 right there off of 007, but it came with 907. So right now we're waiting for 46 to return off of 406, 80 to return off of 880, 97 to return off of the 907 we got. That's why I think they may just mirror and go 579. We know how they do. 60 to return off of 600, and 13 to return off of the 013 that we just had Friday, I believe that was. Those are our current guarantee pairs. Anytime you have a hit that comes with a 0, they're always going to return that pair. Same with the double. Anytime you have a double, they're going to return the pair off of the double. Right now, this is all the information that is currently running. And I have a lottery Facebook group that is also the same name as this that I'm on YouTube with. I do to update all of the information of the current running guidelines. I was doing it all throughout the day, but my life has been busy, so I do it every morning at least. Right now we are waiting for doubles that need to return a pair. Is that 880 is still waiting to return 80. 557 needs to return the 57 pair. So that's why I think we might get 579, especially 600 still needs to return 60. 949 from the other day, Friday, I think that was, will return 94. The things I have wrote down here. Anytime you get a number where 13, so it can't be, say, 310, because that's not a 13 pair. It can come as 103, because then you see the 13. It can come as 513. Anything that has 13 where it's the actual 13. You can get doubles. That basically is called a double system. It starts random doubles to fall. So this one can bring 0011 or 33 because we got 013. The way to end that system, and it's crazy when it's happening, the way to end that system is to either get the pair 11 or to get number one, or to get the 162. That will end the double system, but it starts over again as soon as you get a number that has 13 in it. I'm just giving all the information. That's because I love y'all so much. But I have a lot of it. I've been doing this, I think this might be maybe my 8th year. So I do have a lot of information. Surely not enough that I have enough time in one day to give everything. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of time. But right now we're going to redo that 31 rundown because somebody might need it for tomorrow. I don't remember which number this was off of. So I'm just going to put a line like that because I don't remember. This workout is quick and easy. The 31. We're using it, what did I say, 78? So we're just going to here put 78. Over here, we're going to just simply mirror. And then I'll show y'all everything that I do to this to narrow down what hit's going to come. And you're just only going down 5 spaces. I mean, I didn't mean to say 5 spaces. I meant just, I'm looking at a 5. That's why I said 5. 7 spaces. We need one more. I said 5 because I wrote a 5. All you're doing is just counting down, and then remember in lottery math, you're only keeping your number to the right. And then on this side, you're just mirroring this workout. And the only reason I do where I'm mirroring the workout over here, sometimes it's easier just to see it the other way for some people. I don't know. Once you do it like that, you're just going to come down 3 spots. You're going to make a box. This is for tomorrow's morning's draw. Then you're just going to go next to these numbers. You're going to make a mirror. You're going to mirror the numbers. They sure must be doing something out there on the porch. They got the doorbell camera keeps going off. All right. That sure is big. So when I get it all wrote out like that, I go back and I highlight my 5s. Remember what I told y'all about 5s? The hits can be by the 5s. This workout is a little bit more tricky, but because 5 is a habit, they still get highlighted. But I'll show y'all what you need to know. So we're going to go back and we're going to highlight 787. That was the hit that we made this with. And then we are going to, remember, we're just going one down off of tomorrow's morning's date. the 13th, we're going one down, which would make a 2 and a 7. And then because our 787 is a sum of 22, we already have our 2 and 7. We don't need to do anything extra with that. And we would be looking by the 7s to see where our hit is. Now watch this. We're going to narrow that down even further. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for your mirror or your double pair. Right there at 60, represented by the 6s and the 1s. So that tells me that there's a great chance that my hit will be near that. And then to narrow it down further than that, I know it's a lot of information, I know that. To narrow it down even further than that, sometimes you will have a number like where I told you you're getting your your draw sum and your date sum and going one down. So you might even have a set of 4 and it might look like this, where it's in a box. But this one should be easier because we're only doing the 2 and the 7. So that tells me here, there's a 2 and a 7, and then right here I see a 2 and a 7. So again, my hit looks like it could be very well 5, 7, 9. See, 0, 7, 4. They could mirror that and go with 5, 7 since we need that 57 pair and we need that 79 to return off a 0. But we know lottery, we know Texas, they might do something dumb and play 407. They may even repeat the 907, or they may play something different altogether. And sometimes they will, that's why you have to use this with other workouts. So if I'm right here, and I'm thinking that may be what they do, I also want to go up here and I may consider looking at other workouts. Because remember I told you we just had that 719. So they may repeat that 719 to get rid of that 79 pair. Or they may just play something different altogether. So that's just another good little workout to have. I'm glad it'll be on the live so y'all can go back and get it. Then I'm going to show y'all one more thing before I get off. We're going to do this right here. And I'll show y'all exactly what it's for. It's a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's really not a lot. We're going to make this. This is all going to be for tomorrow. So y'all will have some hints and tips of what you can use for morning draw. Also, remember what I said. I don't know what video I said it on. But say you make a workout for morning draw. And that workout, you can still make the workout for the very next draw. But that same workout can also be used all day long. I call it the master. So whatever workout you make in the morning becomes your master. Because all of your hits are going to be in there. And they should all be touching. So the first one we're going to do over here, it's going to be a tic-tac-toe. But it's going to be... dang, it's hard to like actually look through the camera like I'm doing it. I don't know how people do that. I guess I'm too old for that. All right, on this particular one, it's different than that one I showed you that we're going to use. That other one that's from Monday to Monday and blah, blah, blah. It's different than that. So we're going to be making it off of 787. So we're just still counting by 2s, which is 9, 11, 3. But instead of going right here and going 7 and then 9 again, we're going to go straight from here and go 5 and then 7 and then 9. So when I'm looking at this, do I see anything different than my 579? Nope. I'm still seeing that 579 being a high possibility in the morning or repeating that 791. A lot of times I will, when I write this and I didn't do it, I would write those. If there was 2s or 7s, I would have wrote them in pink because those are like my hot spots telling me those are good places for the hit to be. Then another good workout to do is going to be, I'm just gonna, I'll just highlight it. So we just take this particular one, you're just gonna take your 7 and your 8 off of your 787, and you're just gonna count down 4 spots. Like that. And then you're gonna here you're gonna just go 2, count by 2, which would give you 10, 11, 2, which of course 10 or 12, whatever you want to say, and then 3. And then you're going to come over one more spot, and off of this one you're going to go 3. So 3. Am I doing it right? Yeah, I had to ask myself, am I doing it right? Lord. And then 4, and then 5, and then 6. That means I'm sleepy when I get to doing that. On this particular workout, you're going to go back and find, because the number was 787, it's just only going to be seen as the 78. So you're not going to be looking for. Once we do that, we know that our number that we're going to be looking by for morning draw, we're going to be using our 2s and our 7s. So let's see here. Do I still think I see that 579? Yeah, if I'm looking right here, as represented as 209, and I didn't even think about that. So we did have 970 or 907, however it came out. We do need the 2, we also do need 29 to come off of 77, so we may get 209. They may even do that and not give us 57 because they know we need it. So one more workout and then I'm done for now. What this one is helpful, I guess I should say. You get, you're gonna write your old and your new, or maybe you don't need to remember. The old hit would be the previous hit goes under your old. So before we had last night or Saturday night, last night, before we had the 787, we had 521. So you're gonna take the 521 and then you're gonna write your 787 as your new hit. You're just going to come down and you're going to simply count down. It's going to end up looking like it's like a triangle. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus, and that's all you're doing. And then 1 plus 7 is 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. And then again, because here you have the 8 and the 7, you're going to do 15. That's all you're doing till you get to the end. And then I'll show you what to do. And then 7 plus 3 is 10. 11, that's your 3 plus 8. And then 13. And then 10. And then you bring that 1 down because 0 and 1. And then 3 and 1, that's 4. 3 and 0 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. And then your 4 plus 3 is 7. And then 5 and 7 is 12. And then that's the end. This particular workout, I would be looking again still my 2s and my 7s. And because I got a 2 right there at the very end, it's a good chance my hit is going to be right there. Another thing that is, and I still could see that 579 because I see it represented by 457. So I don't know. I may do some other workouts and I may see if that is exactly, or we also need the 45 pair. So I may see if that is exactly what I want to do. There was something I was going to say. Let me see. Am I logged into my Facebook on this other phone? Let me look real quick because then I can show y'all something. I am logged in. Okay. These are all the possible morning pairs that are possible for morning draw. I will one day explain how I get these numbers and how you can narrow them down. I'm just showing various information. This is all pertaining right now to morning draw on tomorrow morning. Those are for daily. We're also looking for a quick return of the sum of the digit 8. 94 or 99 will come back quickly. This ain't even in order. What's happening here? Hold on one second. Let me fix this. Okay. This is what I just put in my lottery group or whatever, which it's under the same name. Y'all can click it to join it. I'm not charging anymore. I used to charge, but because I'm doing the workouts on YouTube, I'm not charging anymore. So all of this information is in there. We're looking for the 73 or 36 pair to return in 1 to 6 draws, 72 or 75 to return in 1 to 6 draws. So that's why I say it, because to really be that 579, 62 or 64. And these are all with a high chance based off of all the information that they drop so much of daily. The other day I had, and it came, let me scroll down and find it. It should be right here. I had this wrote down the other day, and it actually, that 07, that was for that 907. So that actually came. Where is it? Here it is, a post like this. 907 should bring back 907, or, and then I had that wrote, and guess what happened? 907 came back. So this is all information for in the morning. We're going to be waiting for a return of 94 or 99 this week. 60, one of these should return. One of these should return quickly. The morning draw does have a high chance of being a double. I don't know if it will be, but it does have a high chance to be a double. So the lottery group, if y'all want to find, not lottery group, the Facebook group is under the same name as my YouTube. Y'all are more than welcome to find it, where I share all of that information I was just showing y'all. It is going to have a page that says I'm charging. I'm no longer charging $10. It was $10 monthly, but I'm not even charging anymore. Because I'm posting live, going live on YouTube, or posting videos on YouTube. And I right now don't have a lot of time to dedicate to doing it full time all day like I was before. So, all right, that is the end of this live for now. I'll be back.